Eric Volmers, Calgary Herald, October 14, 2017. Jazz supergroup Hudson left to right. Larry Grenadier, John Medeski, Jack DeJohnette, John Schofield play Calgary on October 17. Calgary Herald. For a band featuring such formidable talents, Hudson seemed to come together in a fairly low-key manner. At least according to iconic drummer Jack DeJohnette, who is decidedly low-key in a phone interview with Post Media from his home in the Hudson Valley region of New York when discussing how the quartet decided to record and tour. "I just said, hey guys, you know it's my 75th year, says DeJohnette. It would be great to get together and, you know, play some music and make a record and do a tour. Everybody was on board with that." The guys in question, that would be guitarist John Schofield, keyboardist John Medeski and bassist Larry Grenadier, who along with DeJohnette make up the all-star jazz supergroup that will make a Calgary tour stop at the Jack Singer Concert Hall on October 17. Armed with a broad idea to pay tribute to music from the Hudson Valley, where all four reside, the band chose covers from the region and a number of original compositions for its debut album. They spent 5 days in a studio in the Catskills, recording what DeJohnette calls feel-good stuff that includes the bands Up on Cripple Creek, Bob Dylan's A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall and Lay Lady Lay, Jimi Hendrix' Wait Until Tomorrow and Joni Mitchell's Woodstock. Not surprisingly, while the recordings may offer a blueprint, the songs tend to morph into something new every night they are played, says DeJohnette. "It's really exciting and keeps us on our toes," he says. "The vibe of everybody is really great. We have different genre pieces, we have reggae, we have straight ahead, we have abstract. We have everything. We have vocals, we have funk grooves. We kind of cover the gamut." The band actually first played together back in 2014 at the Woodstock Jazz Festival and have collaborated in various incarnations over the years. DeJohnette may be best known for his work with Miles Davis, who he joined in 1969 and became the primary drummer on the groundbreaking 1970 recording Bitches Brew. His work with Davis, however, is really only the tip of the iceberg for the drummer, who has also played extensively with Keith Jarrett and on records with Pat Metheny and Herbie Hancock. Schofield is a giant in jazz fusion, who has also played with Davis, Hancock and Metheny and with avant-garde trio Medeski, Martin and Wood, led by composer and keyboardist John Medeski. Larry Grenadier also toured with Metheny as the bassist in his trio. He's also played on saxophonist Charles Lloyd's 1999 album The Water is Wide alongside free jazz drummer Billy Higgins. All of which makes for a wide spectrum of experiences to funnel into these songs, including more than a few singer-songwriter classics that aren't normally associated with jazz. It leads to some exhilarating plays on familiar melodies. Check out how Schofield's guitar slips and slides around the band's homespun phrasing on Up on Cripple Creek, or how DeJohnette's supple drumming helps turn Dylan's Lay Lady Lay turns into warm, lilting reggae. Meanwhile, Hard Rain's Gonna Fall expands into an epic 9-minute plus, psychedelic free-for-all. "We know the words to all the songs," says DeJohnette. "When we play it, we did an instrumental painting of the piece and what it means. I think it came out quite well. We came up with different arrangements. We just played it straight ahead but then let it morph into something else, more abstract as to what the lyrics are talking about, which are pretty heavy. So it's not hard to sense Dylan's apocalyptic vision seeping out of the psychedelic chaos on Hard Rain, even without the lyrics." The same can be said for DeJohnette's mournful song for World Forgiveness, which he originally composed for British saxophonist John Sermon's 2002 record Invisible Nature. There are no words, but the music conveys a sorrowful vibe that DeJohnette says may have become even more timely in the 15 years since he wrote it. "As a country, we really have to grow up and look at our history, which is not so and they lived happily ever after," he says. "That brings me back to Song for World Forgiveness. Until we really truly learn to forgive one another for the terrible things we've done good things too, but we've really committed a lot of crimes against humanity and the environment. We have to have the courage to have dialogues instead of polarity. We won't survive if we continue like that. We have to sit down and learn to listen to one another and have a real exchange instead of coming together with polarized agendas." Hudson will play the Jack Singer Concert Hall on October 17.